And we're in it.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to Beneath the Broken Sky. This is episode 5 now, I believe. And we are going to find our adventurers indeed to the north, the great roots of the tree that ruptured the sky and let the Fae glow in this night sky as our adventurers find themselves atop a plateau where rests Fort Ardor. They had been seeking to claim this fort in order to establish themselves and lay a greater claim to the land that they've been granted by the king. Along the way, they learned they fought gnolls first, potentially befriended some. They discovered that the fort itself was rumored to be haunted, though not all of them believed in ghosts. They all now certainly believe in skeletons, as many of them have been erupting from the mass graves up here on the top of Fort Ardor. And they now prepare themselves to fend off these undying assailants as they attempt to complete a ritual that will dispel the necromantic magics that kind of haunt the place. But before we get going, let's do a quick introduction of our players and the characters they're playing. So I'm going to pass it over to the top of my screen, at least, which is to Hubert. Go ahead and let us know who you're playing.
Sure. I'm Hubert. Playing as Calibur, the spy master for House Von Brigid. Let's see. What can I say about me? I play as a rogue / ranger, hybridizing. Hopefully you guys can see some cool arrow shooting action because I rock a bow and arrow and some daggers, kind of like Legolas. Anyway, that's me. Popcorn Dolru.
Hello. My name's Alexander. I play Dolru, the orc butler, who's that's kind of my turn on the bard class. He gives people inspiration by tidying them up and just making them their best selves instead of, singing and stuff. And he's the diplomat for the Von Bridget house. And right now we are trying to reestablish our new home. So Dolru is bracing for combat with all these skeletons that just came out the ground. And it's going to be a good time. Love skeletons. I popcorn, Gabe.
All right. Howdy, everybody. It's Gabe. I am playing as Jama, the artificer. We've got 2 artificers in this campaign, and we're playing them enjoyably very differently. I'm an artillerist, so I'm constructing all sorts of turrets, and we're seeing for the first time a sort of protective drone. My whole thing is to just start blasting and firing off the heavy artillery as much as possible. And I'll send it on over to Jashale.
So I'm Justin. I'm playing Jashale, who's the head of the Von Brigid household, and is an artificer, battlesmith, and kind of the general tactician style soldier of this like foot war that happened against the Fae, and still figuring out how to actually run a house because that's hard.
Arcane general.
The arcane general, yeah. And I'll pass it over to.
All right. I am playing Veritas, the Warforged cleric, and also Jashale's bodyguard. And I guess, was it like house spiritual person? Who knows?
Chaplain.
Yeah, chaplain.
Like self-proclaimed, though. This is my thing.
No, other people said that. I didn't self-proclaim anything.
I forget.
That's not Veritas style.
Sorry, I thought it was because your interest was religion, and that's why you were. I thought that's what it came from.
Their interest is definitely religion. They're exploring meaning, having just recently gained consciousness right now. Right?
I am 7 years old.
7 years old, yeah.
the youngest of the party. This 7-year-old ready to draw blood.
Also the tallest.
And that brings it back to me, the DM, who is also Gabe. And so, yeah, like I said, we're just coming back after the team had prepared and fortified Fort Ardor for the undead, which they knew was coming. They heard about this from the gnome Davston Rookbinder, who you may be able to see here in the little spotlight, who is now going to help them dispel this enchantment and return their loved ones to rest. As a quick recap, remember that you have several mass graves scattered throughout Fort Ardor that are now spewing forth. So we are going to pick it up right into combat. We have already rolled initiative, and the very first player to go is going to be Calibur.
Sweet. That's what you want to see when you're looking out your window.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm out on the balcony on lookout, and if I roll perception, what do I see?
Let's give me that perception, and I'll let you know.
Alrighty. Boom, boom, boom. Perception! I scream that every time I look out and scan.
Okay, so mentally I set the DC for 15, which you hit, so I'll give you some information. You know that the mass grave closest to you, which is east, if you look at the little compass in the bottom left of the tavern / barracks that you're currently in, that one has the most movement that you can hear of these bones rattling as they're erupting and digging through the earth. It certainly seems to you to be the largest of the mass grave. However, if you remember before when I said that there was a what did I say? Was it Night on Bald Mountain, or no? It was the Danse Macabre.
That's the one.
Yeah.
You
That's
hear
good.
that flute playing to the north.
Okay.
So you have some eerie music coming from the north, and then a large pit near you to the east. And so that's kind of what you're able to gather. There's also a pit again, kind of to the west, but that one seems smaller and it doesn't have any. There's no musician.
Okay, so I hear an epic piccolo solo just out in the distance north, and there's just a ton of movement. Okay, I guess I relay that info back to the team, and now they know what I know.
Calibur, are you telling me that one of those skeletons has a flute?
Yeah, man, it's
Oh,
pretty epic solo too. I think they're playing a bone flute. You know, it's a hollowed out bone with some holes in it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
All
man.
right.
Brace yourselves. There's a lot of movement coming from.
And I'm gonna whisper out, we should try to be as quiet as possible for as long as we can.
Okay,
They're not very smart. They might not know we're here.
Yeah, they don't know we're here.
We barricaded the doors.
How do skeletons even
Numbskulls.
hear?
Yeah, they don't have ears. I guess
Feel vibrations, probably.
probably.
They're
Can
like
they see me
bats.
from up here? That's another thing. I want to know my level of stealth.
Well, the way you can know your level of stealth is to give me that stealth.
I've got so much stealth. I got stealth for days.
You are pretty stealthy, and you don't see any skeletons that can spy you right now. So you do think you are hidden.
Okay, great. Um,
And so you have your movement, you have your bonus action, you have your standard action. You can also choose to delay your action. And the way that works is you would give me a condition. So like a skeleton comes into view, and then you tell me what you do when that condition is met, which is I shoot them with my bow. And then if that condition is met, you'll do that whenever it happens. But if you don't, that action is essentially lost. So just be
Okay,
aware
that's-
that you have that option.
100% what I want to do. I want to be ready for the first thing that's bony that comes into my peripheries. I want to be able to pick it off, and I'm ready for it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess I'll delay my actions until something tries to sneak up on us.
Sounds good. So we are going to bring that over to well, we'll see if that's going to immediately happen as the rattling of bones is going to produce it's going to produce some rattling of bones over here as these skeletons kind of lumber forward. Let me do some movement, which you may not be able to see. It's going to be the red skeleton warriors as they kind of move out.
Okay.
So we just hear the rattling of bones out from the distance.
Yeah,
Of
and
the
you
night.
hear some like thumping of bits of metal and scraps of armor that kind of remain from their previous service battling the Fae. And they're going to run up. Which will bring us over to our very own Veritas is going to be the next.
What is the deal with the ritual?
So, right, in order to complete the ritual, if you recall, the object is that you're going to have to make 3 Arcana checks. The first is going to be to draw the ritual circle with that salt. And once you've done that, if any enemy or creature kind of crosses into that circle, which is the circle of power that you can kind of see there in the tavern, right? It's this area. If they enter this area, the ritual is going to be disrupted and you have to start again. And then the other thing is, while you're doing the ritual, if you have that notebook, which I believe currently Dolru has, you will roll that Arcana check normally. Otherwise, you're going to roll it with disadvantage. And so, who also has the salt? Because you have the salt. One of you has the salt thing, which is going to be Jama. And because of the way that the diagrams in the ritual book are set up, putting down the salt is going to be the easiest part of the ritual. Because it's like you just match what you see. The other parts, the actual incantations and the channeling of magic, is going to be a little bit more difficult. So this ritual is easier to start than it is to complete.
That seems fair.
Yeah, I think Jama has
can-
everything. Should have the notebook and
Yeah, I'm into that. Can we just, all 3 of us, like the 3 people who are going to be working on this, getting these circles done, can we just share it between the 3 of us, kind of? Like we're all kind of standing next to each other while the warriors do the warrior stuff?
So you can make, if you're there, you can make checks, but only one of you can have the book at a time. And if you make a check with it, you can't pass it on. And if
Gotcha.
you don't have the book when you make the check, you make it at disadvantage.
Well, just for my turn, I wanted to cast guidance on whoever is going to be performing the ritual, and then I'm gonna just position myself right here, facing the stairs, like coming up, so I can like shoot stuff if need be.
Sounds good.
Oh, yeah.
What does your guidance look like? How do you and who are you putting it on that they are going to now have an advantage on the ritual check?
I think it sounds like it's gonna be Jama. So I'm gonna put my hand on Jama's shoulder and do I have to say something? I'm not gonna say anything. It's just gonna glow like the sun lamp just on my hand on his shoulder.
Ah, yes.
It's nice and warm.
Love me a
Bing.
sun lamp.
You get this comforting warmth come over you, which is great because the night is cold and there are a bunch of undead.
Would you say it's full of dangers?
It is full of dangers. Some of them are even terrifying. So
Oh,
yeah, it's definitely a comfort to have this warm glow pour over you.
Golru, you also have, at least currently have in your hand, my protector drone.
Can you describe that one more time?
Sure. So it's like it's a small metallic sphere, and it's got sort of like these sort of like glassy parts on like the cardinal directions, and like inside there's like this not warm, but like sort of like a soft blue glow.
So it's like a glowing sphere.
It is like a glowing sphere, and the whole idea behind it is all you got to do is hold it. But
Wow.
everyone within 10 feet of you, so like this right here.
epic.
Okay.
Well, pretty much, yeah. Anyone within 10 feet of you, every time it's my turn on my bonus action, it applies temporary HP to everybody in that area.
I love how he hasn't noticed that you're
I
actually
know, you
holding
gotta
it
go back to the Discord, bud.
He's got it.
Love the props.
The props.
That's epic. Yeah.
Thank
All
you
right,
so
so
much. I love it.
prop
I'm
up.
excited.
Yeah, that's fantastic. There's going to be so many temporary hit points this combat.
I
So the
know.
next one up is going to be our very own Davston Rookbinder. First thing that they're going to do, seeing that Jama looks like the one that they're going to be completing this ritual, is they're going to run up to you and channel some magic from their kind of sorcery origins and lay their hand upon you. And you are going to be granted the benefits of enhanceability. And specifically, they're going to give it to you for intelligence. So this is Fox's Cunning. So you're going to have all intelligence or advantage on all intelligence checks while they maintain concentration, which lasts for up to 1 hour. That includes your Arcana checks, so be aware. And then they will end their turn, which will bring it over to orange skeletons, specifically the archer.
What kind of sounds are they making? Do they have
Uh,
vocalizations?
It's like a
Ah,
That was good.
Yeah, that ruled.
Yeah, that was some good clicking.
and you can hear along with that clicking, some of that is them knocking their boat. And
Ooh.
they are actually kind of close to you. So you made your stealth check. I'm going to make a perception check for them, which we'll see how that goes. It's going to be a 13.
Lucky number.
And though they haven't spied you or any of the other people because you're within the interior of the building, you can get the sense that they are kind of like looking in that general direction, as if they're kind of drawn to the living energy of those of you who aren't actually skeletons. And so this is not something normally that skeletons have, but you are in this big necromantic field of energy, and they are able to kind of pick up the way that you're disrupting it as living creatures.
Okay.
And so that's what they're going to do, is they kind of like scout around and look for you, and we're going to bring it over to Dolru, who holds this glowing orb of power.
Thank you so much, Jama. This is the best. I will protect us. My best.
All you gotta do is hold
okay,
it.
So okay, all right. Hey, how about you? All right, then I'll hold this. You hold this, and I give Jama the notebook. So
Great.
since
Great
you're
movie.
gonna be our main thing, and then I think Doru is just gonna kind of stay there, hold orb. Can I salt the circle? Can I do the circle salt?
You can, without the book, you are going to make that check at a disadvantage. But again, this is the easiest part of the ritual. So
Mhm.
if you want to
Yeah.
make that roll, go ahead and do it. And I'll let you know that the Arcana check for this part of it is going to be a 10. So if you can beat a 10 at disadvantage, put those runes just for me.
Okay, so I'm doing this at disadvantage, right?
I don't think many of us are good at Arcana.
Yes, that's true.
Not really.
I think is it only Jama?
I didn't.
Oh.
Okay, so you are able to start kind of putting the salt out, but it doesn't produce that kind of, ooh, this is some magic happening that you expect it to. And so you're quite certain you've gotten some of those runes wrong, but you have gotten the process started.
I goofed.
And so you have the salt right now?
Yes, I guess. Also, Calibur, remember I did give you bardic inspiration just at the end of last session.
That's
So you've got
right,
that in your
you
pocket.
did.
That's a D6 whenever you need it.
Thank you,
No
Dolru.
worries.
You inspire me greatly.
All right. And so is there anything else you want to do, or are you done for right now?
I'm done for right now.
Then we will bring it over to the yellow skeletons, who are likewise going to clatter their way across the mud in search of these living interlopers, but not get too far. They're pretty far away from y'all right now. And so the next one that's going to be up is going to be Jashale.
So I think I'm gonna whisper hush to everybody. We should try to be as quiet as possible. Hold the stairs until the ritual is complete, and then make it to the next location. I'll try to draw their interest, and I'm going to kind of as quickly as I can and quietly walk over to one of the windows, I guess, on the east side of the building, and whip out my thieves' tools and tinker and do my magical tinkering, and I create this little metal orb that just makes this like kind of like squeaky noise that's audible from within 10 feet. And I just toss it out the window towards where the skeletons are to try to keep them occupied for a little bit
Mm.
outside.
So you're trying to toss it over here?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
Or ideally into the alleyway. I guess it would be the southeast to draw
So
them around the.
there are windows here, so you can toss it out this way. There aren't actually any windows on this side, on the upper
Yeah.
floor.
All right, I'll aim for the southeast corner of the building.
Okay, so you're trying to get it somewhere over here.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a dexterity, and then if you get really If you get above a 15, I'll let you put it wherever you want, and if not, I'm gonna fudge it.
All right. Hey, 16.
Okay, so 16. Where do you want it? Can you see this here? It's right here.
I can. That looks maybe a little bit closer to the building, so they can't find it right away. But yeah, and it's just gonna. I think it's gonna do that for forever.
So it's just making noise.
It's just making noise. Yep.
Okay. That's
If I
okay.
can make it sound like a baby or something tasty for skeletons, I would
Oh
do that.
gosh.
Something tasty. for
Something
skeletons?
tasty for skeletons.
You said they're
Um,
drawn to life energy. You know.
Cool. So you toss this little sound maker outside, and it kind of plops into the mud, and then emits this wailing baby sound that you're quite sure is going to get these hungry skeletons really rearing for it. So we will bring it over to Jama.
Oh, and
then
I'm going to return to the top of the stairs with my glaive ready.
Okay,
for the
yeah, go
horde.
ahead and position yourself. Yeah.
Yep.
And then go ahead, Jama.
So I'll just go ahead and go over and use the help action to help Doru. I'm like, no, that rune is actually supposed to go like that instead. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
yeah.
Oh.
I see.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Jama.
So go ahead and make your Arcana check.
Sounds like a plan to me. Let's see here. And Arcana check.
It's like add advantage with like a D4
Oh, you're totally right.
guidance.
Yeah, you're gonna make this probably. Okay.
Salted those runes so good.
Okay, but those aren't nat 20s. All right. So you've got like a dirty 20 something, a dirty 20, two dirty 20s. So you're gonna lay out the salt in this pattern, making the minor adjustments that you had to make to Dolru's work to get these runes really humming with magical power. And indeed they do. And this kind of swirling of wind kind of starts surrounding the circle. And you can see all of the shadows in the room darken slightly as you do it. And this swirling wind at the center kind of forms like it's like lightly glowing, and you can't really be sure whether it's that makes the rest of the room seem darker, like it's casting more shadows, or if like the darkness of this place is reacting to that ritual already. And so you're channeling that magic, and you can sense it to kind of start to glow. And so you've completed this first ritual. Again, if anyone enters this little circle, it will be disrupted. And you need 2 more successes to complete it on this circle. These are like, if you fail one, it's okay. You can still keep doing the ritual, but you do kind of get this sense of the enchantment is like almost aware that you're trying to disarm it. So still want to avoid failures, but it's not going to completely hit it. And we are going to bring it over to, I believe it is the red skeletons again. This time it is going to, the yellow ones. And this time it is going to be this flute player.
The Floutist.
Yeah, I was going to say that the
Floutist, who is going to emerge, and you can hear them hitting their solo quite nicely. And I think Dolru, you in particular, would know that this music isn't just mundane or even just spooky music. There is magic happening here. And you can feel that the magic of this flute is going to be empowering the allies around it. So go ahead, Dolru, if you want, make an Arcana check really quick. And if you get a 15 or higher, I will give you more information.
Dang, these skeletons are awesome.
Oh no.
Okay. So you don't know this music. You know it's kind of spooky and unsettling, but you don't know what the particular magic of it is.
But I know it's a get him first situation. That's for dang sure. Hey everybody, take out the flutes first. The flutes are doing something, I don't know what. You know me and magic. It's kind of a tenuous relationship. But yeah, the flutes are bad. Get the flutes first. And the others will be easier in some way. I'm telling you.
Aye.
As Dolru kind of points that out to you, the archer is also going to take a turn, bringing us to the red skeletons, which has an archer of their own that's going to take a turn. And then we will bring it over now to the orange archers. They are going to actually be making a save against this crying baby. So let's see. You said your save is what? They're going to make a wisdom save.
13. Ah, damn. 13.
Okay, so one of them is not going to be fooled by the sound of this baby, but is going to know enough that like someone has to be over here. And so they're going to start moving up here and getting ready to pound on. It's a little bit outside of their range. They're going to be getting ready to pound on this barricade. This other one is going to be fooled by this baby sound and is going to start heading over there to investigate. And then the last is going to be fooled as well. So two of them are fooled enough to be looking for this delicious baby that apparently is in the area.
Fools.
And that's going to bring us back to the top of the order with Calibur.
Sure. Okay. I'm looking, and I know this door is open, but is there a straight shot from... Wait, let me pick the right tool. From here to here, 64 feet.
So I don't think there is where you're at, and this is why I didn't trigger your kind of prepared action, is because I think that door is in the way. So you kind of have to come out from around the door.
Okay.
But if you do, you'll still have cover from like being up above.
Gotcha.
And you are still hidden.
Okay, cool. So I can peek out just a tad and make my little shot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Team, I can see the skeletons. I'm gonna take a shot. Or do you guys need more time? I feel like if I shoot now, maybe they'll be aware of our location.
I think if, I think, I'm whispering. This is a whisper orc.
Okay.
I think that if we just keep trying this ritual and let them kind of wander, and then once we know for sure they're swarming us, then let's just go nuts on them. Maybe we could set a trap. If we quietly set a trap, like a bucket over a door or something, like something like that.
I used to do that in grade school all the time to the teacher.
Yeah. So you're, maybe you could do something like that. Maybe traps. I don't know, bud. You're the spy.
Okay. That's a good idea.
Blackmail those skeletons.
Yeah, I got dirty
Honey
pictures
pot
of
up,
them.
hurry.
Yeah. Oh God.
I'm gonna whisper out too. It's like, you just need to make sure we have another escape path. Keep the escape route open.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. So
I'm just gonna be ready, dude. I noticed them. My arrows are drawn and just ready. I'm just ready. I'm waiting for them. The moment they notice me, I'm gonna take my shot. There's not really too much I can do at the moment.
So you're waiting for them to detect you or for them to come into view?
I guess either. Yeah, either. I'm just ready for them.
Okay. So it's going to be come into view then, because that's kind of encapsulates everything. All right. So you knock your arrow. You're stealthing up there. Go ahead and give me that stealth check just so I know what I'm dealing with.
Okay.
And then after that, we're going to move to skeleton warriors, the red ones. And they are going to go as they kind of hobble down these.
Shoot.
Okay.
It's an 11.
Not terribly well hidden, but maybe it's enough. We will bring it over to Veritas.
For guidance, do I have to cast it multiple? Like I can cast it multiple times because it's a cantrip, right?
Yeah, so I think your guidance has already been consumed by Jama because they've used it on the drawing of the circle. So you could absolutely recast it.
I'll do it on Dolru this time. I'll come over and put my hand on Dolru's shoulder and let it sunshine and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah, there you go. That's the sunshine right there.
Dude, that thing is awesome.
That's great.
All
And
right,
it actually is like looks like a moon. Got like
and it's
craters and stuff.
Going to be
Beautiful.
Davston's turn, and they, I think, are going to. It seems like y'all kind of have it. They've already used their concentration spell. So they're going to kind of take cover by this door and wait for a signal from Calibur to see how they should react as they kind of like, you can see like little bits of dirt and stone kind of start orbiting their hands as they channel their arcane magic. Then it is going to be the orange skeleton archers, and they are going to continue investigating. So those will actually be their perception checks. So one of them is not going to notice you and kind of start moving out this way. And they're going to come into view, so you can choose which one to shoot. This one, however, is going to notice you, but I think after using all of their movement, so they're not going to get a turn to attack. So
so he sees me.
you can see the bony like visage of the skeleton turn, and like this kind of like shadowy flame that kind of inhabits their eye sockets just looks directly at you, and you can definitely tell that you've been spotted.
Well, what? Okay.
So you got an 11 stealth, and it got a 14 perception. So
Man, what happened to my 20 before? It did nothing. Okay, that's fine.
You moved tables around.
I didn't touch it. I didn't touch it. Okay,
you had a 20, and then you had an entire whisper conversation.
Okay, got it. Okay, great.
And they got closer. So this
Okay.
one in the back has spotted you, but you still have enough of a drop on them as they come around that I think you can make your reaction to make that attack. And I will still give you sneak attack.
All right, great. So sneak attack.
Make the attack roll first.
Oh, okay. Shoot.
An 11 is unfortunately not going to be enough. So it is going to, the arrow is going to streak out as it turns.
What about my bardic inspiration?
Oh yeah, you can spell that. Spend that if you want. Roll the d6.
Yeah, roll the d6.
Okay.
And it'll be added to this.
3.
So you got a 14 total. That is enough to hit it.
Okay.
So
cool.
Hell yeah.
your arrow is going to streak out, and it's going to clatter on this skeleton's little old rusted helmet that's going to be tossed off and into the mud as you do 8 damage to them.
Cool.
And they are still standing as they kind of turn. You can see a little nick in their skull. Do you want to like call out or anything as you take this shot?
They're here. I don't know if it's
They're here.
I guess before I take my shot, I turn around and who can I make eye contact with? I'm looking at Jashelle. I'm like, Lady Jashelle, we have company. And then I loose my arrow.
I'm starting to look back.
Yeah.
And I'll glance
Exactly.
over at Veritas at the top of the stairs and like, get ready.
It is going to be Dolru's turn.
Dolru is going to glance over at Jama's shoulder at the book and go, "All right, let me give the next step a shot."
So you're going to roll at disadvantage unless you have the book.
But with guidance.
Yeah, that was just for flavor because I don't know how. Oh, I also have guidance.
Mhm.
Guidance.
You need to hit a 15. So, and you do hit this 15.
What?
And so you like had glanced at the book, but you're like, I got this. I know what this is. And you feel all warm and
I've got
fuzzy
orc
inside
magic.
from Veritas's power. And you start channeling this magic as part of this ritual, and that swirling wind kind of grows, and that circle becomes brighter as the salt kind of like gives off some radiant energy. And you notice that it doesn't seem like the darkness is kind of growing to match that like it did initially. And so you think that success is a good thing. So you have 2 successes on this. You are on the way to completing the ritual.
Doru turns over and goes, "Orc magic." Yeah, that's
I'll
what
have to
that
study
is.
this some more.
I didn't really do that. That was the orc magic. It's like this magic, but for orcs that binds all orcs together, and you can tap into it, but it's hard. Orc magic.
Fascinating.
That's right.
Absolutely fascinating.
All right, it is going to be Yellow Skeleton's turn, and they are going to come stomping out of the gate as they approach, bringing it over to then Jashale since they are spending their whole turn moving.
We still may be able to escape through the downstairs and not have to risk a jump from a height. I'm going to try to hold the downstairs area, finish the ritual, and then make it down there as quick as you can. And I think Jashael and my mechanical companion are gonna head to the downstairs.
While you're moving, we can move
Yeah.
it over to Jama, who is going to be next.
Yep, and it's probably not a huge surprise what I'm gonna go ahead and try and do. I'm gonna go ahead and try and finish off this ritual.
All right, go ahead and give me that Arcana. You're still looking for a 15
Yep, with advantage.
with advantage.
Oh, thank goodness for the advantage. Whew.
All right, and so you're gonna kind of bring this ritual to its culmination, and this wind is going to get stronger and stronger, and never like despite that, it doesn't disturb those salted runes that you put on the ground that are now glowing absolutely brilliantly and filling up this whole room with light. And because of how skilled you are at completing this ritual, the ritual is going to discharge, and none of that kind of necrotic energy is going to rebound at all. You can sense that the whole area is dispelled, and you have completed the ritual for this circle. You're 1 of 3 down. Well done, everybody.
Mission success.
And now you have to get to the other places. Do you want to move at all?
No.
Okay.
If I can, I'm gonna bonus action and activate that my protector drone. So everyone
yeah, go ahead.
within 10 feet of Dolru is going to gain a D10. What? A D10 plus my intelligence modifier. So
So I believe
pretty
that's
much
just
the two of us.
you and Dolru who are going to get that. So go ahead and roll that D10 to give everyone temporary health, and mark it down.
All right, my intelligence modifier is 3, so that's 12 bonus health
That's a bonus action, just because.
as a bonus action in an AOE.
So it is going to be yellow skeletons again. It's going to be our flautist. They're going to continue playing their flautist solo. And go ahead and give me that roll again, Dolru, that Arcana roll to see if you can get knowledge of what's going on. 13 is still not going to be enough to know what's going on. So it is going to still be yellow skeleton's turn. This time it's going to be the archer. The kind of pulse of magic definitely filled up all of the tavern and flooded out of the windows. And so you're quite certain at this point all the skeletons know that there's someone here doing something. And so they are going to move up. And then it's going to be red skeleton's turn. And they got a trek. What a commute. I gave all of these skeletons a commute to get to their job. So they're going to move up. And then let's see how this goes. So I'm going to roll 3 D20s, and you want high numbers here. If I get anything below a 10, it's not good. It's not what you want. Okay, so you got all above a 10. That's fantastic. All right, moving it over to orange skeletons. It is the archer's turn, who are going to take a shot at Calibur. They still retain enough intelligence from their training to kind of take cover as well. So this orange skeleton, which you had shot and injured, is going to kind of take cover behind this wall here and then pop out and take a shot at Calibur. You do have cover from being upstairs, so you will add +3 to your armor class. Here comes the attack roll. And let me know if this hits you, Calibur. That is going to hit you, Calibur. So it is going to loose this arrow, which flies true right between this the kind of like supports for this railing, and catch you right in the knee from the skeleton. So you're going to take 6 piercing damage.
No more adventuring for you.
Days are done.
Your adventuring days are done.
You said 6?
Yeah.
Bro, okay.
And this skeleton is going to run over here and also take a shot at you. And I believe they're kind of in a similar situation where you do have half cover from this railing. So you're going to get +3 to your armor class. Here comes that second attack with an 8, which is going to lodge with a thunk right into the railing,
Oh
and you are
my
not going to take
God.
any damage.
Okay.
And now it is going to be your turn to respond.
Wait, I fired back at these.
Feeling emboldened.
Yeah. So anyway, I started blasting him.
Blast them.
Yeah. Blast him.
Luckily, I had my
blasted him.
pieces on me.
Okay, there we go.
Go ahead and make that attack roll.
I blast.
A 14 is going to hit, and that's
Okay.
going to be for 7 damage, which is not sneak attack. As
Okay.
your arrow kind of like clatters into the bones, you can see that the magic that's holding them together is a little bit disrupted.
Okay.
And so you've done 7 damage to them. Is there anything else you want to do? You have your movement and your bonus action.
I throw a goblet at him.
Okay, you just
Yeah.
trying to style on him. You throw that goblet.
Yeah.
It clatters, and the skeleton
What? It hits him? Okay. I don't have to
exhales
roll for
back
it?
at you. No, it's fine. You're just doing your thing.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, and
Disrespect him.
you just disrespecting him.
Yeah.
If he could frown, maybe he'd be frowning, but you can't tell. Did you want to move at all?
I'm taking cover. I'm having a shootout.
Okay, let's.
These guys are really tough.
That's
That's what I say to my team.
cool. So it's going to be the red skeleton's turn. So they come charging in as well. Still a good commute away from what they're trying to do.
Can I spot them from my vantage point?
The red ones?
Yeah.
I don't
just
think you
roll
can right
Okay.
now.
Okay.
The humans, remember, you have 300 feet of dark vision.
Oh
yeah. That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Right, so we can
One
just
moment.
see everything.
They're only
They can't even see us.
124 feet away.
Cool. So we will bring it over to Veritas, who's going to be up next.
So I'll also make my way downstairs and towards the door so we can start clearing the way on the way to the next circle. I guess while I get down there, I'll give Jashael guidances.
All right, so go ahead and get your guidance. You're going to move downstairs. A warm feeling once again kind of fills you, and you feel more ready to face the day. All right, we're going to bring it to Davston, who, now knowing that this combat is in full order, is going to run out next to Calibur and say, "We'll fend them off," as he throws out this magical energy. And in particular, what this does is next to the skeleton, this kind of like grit and earth spits up, creating some difficult terrain, and is going to make an attack at the skeleton, but it is going to miss as it clatters onto the wall. Nevertheless, there is going to be a little bit of difficult terrain added to the field, which I will put as this little bit of rebel. That's a lot of rebel. Little bit of rebel right there. And then we'll bring it over to these skeleton archers who are going to go. The orange ones, who once again are going to kind of pop out and take shots. One of them is going to be at Calibur. It's going to be this one here, which is going to be a 7, which is definitely a miss. The other is going to duck further into the chapel and is also going to take a shot at Calibur because you threw a cup at it. So angry that you hit it with this chalice, it's going to shoot out this arrow at you, which is going to crit with a 24 for 13 damage to you.
Oh my
But the second crit you've taken.
Bro.
Calibur.
You said
crits
14?
Calibur. It is 13 damage.
13? Oh, I'm dead.
You're downed?
I only had 12 HP.
Really? What?
Yeah.
You have 19
He's only got
HP
18
total?
health.
I had 18 max. I took 6.
Oh,
Now I'm
dang.
taking 13.
Oh no.
It was nice knowing y'all.
So you got to listen to my
Ouch.
orders. I said bail on this position.
Oh, you did? I didn't hear that. Okay.
We got to double time to the next location.
Okay, so Calibur, you go down with this arrow kind of lodged now in your upper chest, the right side. And you can feel like you're kind of wheezing for that breath. And you're going to be making death saving throws. As we bring it over to Dolru.
Okay. I feel like I've been in this position before.
It happens. It's hard being a rogue.
So I think Doru's gonna move just right on over to Caliper, but gonna lay down on the ground so that I'm not so that I'm not shootable. I want full cover. And so I'm gonna lay on the ground and I'm gonna reach out and touch Caliper's neck. Or where'd the arrow hit actually?
One's in my knee. The other one's in my chest.
And one's in the chest.
All right. So I'm gonna grab the arrow on the chest and I'm gonna say, "Get up, Caliper," and
Can you just twirling over there, Caliber?
Yeah. I'm
Really
writhing.
feeling the magic. Feeling the magic over there.
Okay, so you're gonna get 9 health back, I believe, right? Because you have a +2. You're getting 8 health back.
Okay.
And then that's from a cure wounds. You still have your bonus action. Is there anything else you wanted to do? This is Dolru.
Don't move away from Dolru, because otherwise, because I can give you temporary health. As long as you're within 10 feet of Dolru.
Okay, beautiful.
And how much temporary health was that again, Jama?
It was 12. 12 temporary health.
So
Okay.
Doru is laying on the ground, just to be clear, so that he's not within shoot range.
Okay, so you're going prone.
He's been.
Yeah. I didn't want to be able to get shot by arrow people, the same arrow people who shot Caliper.
Oh, I'm sure if you go prone for sure, they won't be able to shoot you, but it's going to take half your movement to stand up.
Okay, and which direction are we heading out? Are we trying to go out the bottom still?
We should move to the next location. If you need to go out through the top through that tent, that works too. But we
I'm going to do
we gotta
that.
keep moving to stay ahead of the horde.
Actually, I'll finish my movement and I'm going to move away from Caliper over to the window by the tent.
So we're going to move it over to yellow skeletons. The warrior is going to go, and they're going to continue to charge forward. And then it is going to be Jashael's turn.
We must make it quickly to the hall. What's this thing called again?
The
Great Hall.
Great Hall.
Move quickly to the Great Hall. We need to move to the next location. And I'm going to burst through the doors in the back of this tavern place.
Boom, the door opens. That's going to be your action.
And then I'm going to turn and say, Mac, draw their fire. And Mac's going to merge to the corner of the building and then take the dodge action.
Okay. Sounds good.
And going to be menacing.
So this big robotic dog runs out and gets ready to evade the fire, something it's done many times before. And we're going to bring it over to Jama, who has just completed this ritual. And let me know what you're doing.
I'm going to jump out the window.
Okay.
I say, quickly. We have to get this done, otherwise we'll be overwhelmed. And then, out the window I go.
And go ahead and give me an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics
it's going to be easy. Just beat a 10.
Beat a 10? Let's see.
All right.
Yeah.
So you are able to make it out that window. I will move you because you probably can't send yourself through a window.
Whee.
And miraculously, this tent is strong enough to support your weight. It does not collapse.
I'm not super heavy.
Yeah, you're. I mean, you do have a lot of metal on you and like tools, but nevertheless, it supports your weight.
Jashael holding the door is just going to suddenly hear whoosh from the glass breaking and then a thunk above on the tent.
Glass? What is this, like, super fancy place?
Oh, fair enough.
Oiled skins. They don't have enough for glass. But I get your point. You hear the tearing of this oiled little bits of parchment that kind of had been shuttering closed the windows. All right, and then it's going to be the yellow skeleton's turn. In this case, it's going to be the skeleton Floutist, who's going to continue just charging in and jamming.
What's he playing now?
It's still the same thing as La Danse Macabre. I mean, it's been about like 18 seconds in actual time as far as the game's concerned.
Okay.
Is Doru able to make that check again?
Yeah, go ahead and make that Arcana check. This is going to be the last time, because technically they didn't use the ability that you could have detected last time, but I think there's enough remnant of the sound that you'll get one last chance. Yeah, you have no idea. This music is too entrancing. And then it's going to continue to be the yellow skeleton's turn. This time it's going to be the archers, who's going to also be moving up to get into position. Then it is going to be orange skeleton warriors, the ones who had been fooled by this little baby sound, and actually I don't think got a turn since that time, are no longer fooled. And are going to charge forward, these two. And then this one is going to continue trying to smash on this barricade, and so it will make its attack roll. Which is enough to do a little bit of damage to it, but it's a pretty sturdy barricade, and it doesn't show any signs of yielding anytime soon. We're going to bring it over to red archers, who it's their turn right now. They're going to continue to move up. In this case, actually, they might not have to move. You are 160 away.
We're going to take a shot at Mac. Oh, no. They're going to take a shot at Jama.
They are going to take a shot at Jama. Jama is...
Is Jama prone on the tent?
The reach is 80 feet, and they are beyond that, so it is going to be at disadvantage. But they are going to take a shot, which is an 11, which might actually be enough to hit Jama. Let me check. Yeah, their 11 is exactly as their armor class, so Jama is going to take 3 piercing damage, which is not a big deal for them, I think, since they have temporary hit points. They're going to be reduced down to 9 temp hit points left. And then again, we are going to be at the phase where I roll a bunch of d20s and you want something good. So here come 3. You want 10 or higher. And you can hear bones continuing to rattle as it seems like potentially more skeletons are emerging from those mass graves. And we bring it over to Calibur, who has just been healed by Dolru. You have that arrow pulled out and you're able to catch your breath. It had definitely knocked the wind out of you, but you're alive again and conscious. However, you are prone, so if you stand up, it's going to be half your movement.
Dang, it's so dangerous. They're like taking pot shots at us. Yeah, I get up. That's the first thing I do.
Okay, so that's 15. You have 15 feet of movement, and then you have your action and your bonus action. And your bonus action can be used to give you another 30 feet of movement if you want. So can your action, but it's up to you.
Okay, so I move to Dolru. I want to get that healing, that temporary healing effect. If I'm close to Dolru, I need Jama to activate the thing to give me health.
Yeah, you gotta be within 10 feet of Dolru on my turn.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm like 9 feet away from him. So I guess I don't know. There's not too much I.
Yeah, Dolru's still move, right? Like Dolru's still gonna move before me as well, so y'all can close that gap as well.
I'll stay put, but can you move any further, Hubert?
Yeah, I got an extra 30 feet.
15, right?
For my bonus action.
Why don't you just why don't you move just as close as you can to me, or to the other side of me if you can, and that way, because that's the window we're gonna jump out of, is the one on the other side of me.
Oh, right here. Okay, so I'm gonna move. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be on the inside of you.
Yeah.
And I whisper to your ear like, "Oh, thanks for the assistance. I've once again felt death's cold kiss on my
on your what?
On your what? On your what?
On my soul.
That was me touching your chest. I was using healing word. That was,
Oh wow. Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
That's
but I'm glad you're back. I got your back, Caliper. Always.
okay. Thank
Let's
you.
do
Thank
this,
you.
bud.
All right. Let's do
Let's do
it.
this.
Just like old times, eh?
Yeah, bud.
All right. Cool. I don't
All
know.
right,
I
so
guess that's
you're
gonna end my
gonna
turn.
you're gonna move up. It's going to be Red Skeleton Warrior's turn. They are going to continue charging, and they can see you now, so they're gonna be getting into position. So they charge out. Then it is going to be Veritas's turn,
How far can I dash?
and you're trying to go out the same door as Jashale.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's 20, and what direction are you going? This way?
I guess towards that door, the open door for the hall.
Okay, so you can get to there, about there, somewhere in this area.
And I'm gonna say, Veritas, we have to hold the courtyard to let the others get past.
Oh right. Okay, so I'll just go out the door that Jashale is at. I'll kind of hide behind this like kiln oven thing. For cover.
You can probably get there with just a single movement and still have your action.
Okay, cool. And then I will shoot Sacred Flame at whichever closer red skeleton warrior it is.
And so that's a what kind of save for me again?
Dexterity.
right?
Yeah.
They are going to fail, so go ahead and roll your damage. As this bolt of radiant energy comes down from whatever divinity you're worshipping, it's
All
going
of them.
all of them. It's going to scorch the skeleton, and again, you can see that this energy has kind of disrupted the magic that's holding them together. And then we are going to bring it over to Davston, who is well aware of the fact that there's really only one of you who can do this ritual. And so he's gonna run over here, and he'll need to make his acrobatics check as well. Hopefully, he can beat that 10, which he
Ooh.
did with the 19. And he is going to channel his sorcerer power to cast a twin spell. And as he does, you can see like a little rune glows on his forehead. And he's going to cast mage armor on you, Jama, and on himself.
Very nice.
Ooh,
So
dang.
you will get an increase to your armor class of +3, and so will he.
I don't know.
He
that
really
spell.
is a
That's
powerful
great.
sorcerer.
Man, this little buddy is great.
And he's going to say, "Stay close, my magic will protect you." As he runs out, and we are going to bring it over to Skeleton Archer, which is an orange skeleton, which is one that is hiding behind this. I don't think actually has a shot to anyone. Let's see. There's no way he can hit you like that. So he will have to move to try and get into position. So he's going to move probably out like right there, and then try and take a shot, which he kind of has a shot towards Mac, who is currently dodging and behind probably 3/4 cover. So he's going to get +5 to Mac's going to get +5 to the armor class, and it's going to be at disadvantage. With a 9 is going to miss. This other skeleton inside the chapel is going to come out a little bit. All right, so the archer is also going to shoot at Mac. He has a bit better of a shot, so it's only going to be +3 to the armor class, but nevertheless, again, at disadvantage. So here comes that attack, which is going to be an 8, which is going to miss, and we'll bring it over to Dolru. This skeleton might move out a little bit more, actually, through this difficult terrain and get to, like, right there. And go ahead, Dolru.
Dolru's just gonna leapfrog over.
And so you can hear the arrows outside the tavern thunking into the wall as Mac you can hear the gears as it dodges these arrows. And you're going out the window?
No, I'm just gonna stand right here and wait for Jama's turn, like a good orb holder.
Okay. Did you want to prepare an action or anything like that, or delay an action for any kind of condition?
No.
All right, we'll bring it over to the yellow skeletons. It is going to be the warrior who went the wrong way and is going to run out as far as they can. But that's not that far. And we'll bring it over to Jashale.
Damn it, Veritas! Have you Warforged lost your metal? Get it? And then it's gonna dash out into the center of the courtyard. Let me just measure where I'm going. And as she does so, is gonna shout out to whatchamacallit. This is not the path I want to take. Is gonna shout out to Mac and say, barricade protocol. We've got to hold this courtyard so that they can get past. And 60 feet is gonna get me. Oh, why is he doing that? That's gonna get me to exactly where I want to go, which is right here. And Mac's gonna move to here and take the dodge action as well.
They have like 40 feet of movement or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. So go ahead and we'll bring it over to Jama.
All right, so I'm on top of this here thingamajig. I'm just gonna meet up with the team. Let's see, how far can I move? I might as well just keep dashing. So that's just about there. That's 60 feet right there in that corner of that brownie. And I'm gonna hop on down there. I might take some damage jumping off that thing, but I've got the.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an acrobatics check. Beat that 10.
Absolutely. Let's see here. I actually already have my character sheet up. And athletics or acrobatics.
And then just so you know, I think you are away and you did get shot for 3 damage, so you still have temporary health, but you did take a little bit.
Right.
And you make that jump no problem. You're not going to lose any movement or take any damage as you leap down from this incredibly sturdy tent down into the mud. You're able to keep moving. Is there anything else you wanted to do on your turn?
Oh right, of course I'll activate the protector orb.
Okay. Go ahead and give me that roll.
Yup.
And this is going to affect Davston as well, I believe, who is just outside.
Oh, dang.
Oh, nice.
Well, still 4.
he's
4
in it.
temporary health.
Yeah, I think that'll hit him.
It's like
Okay, so
touching his toes.
Everyone is going to get
That's
4 temporary health.
How temporary?
Extremely temporary. Fleeting as all life.
Let's
I
see if you get shot.
As Jama goes past, I'm gonna, while fending off the skeleton, say, "Just get the ritual started."
What does Jama's dash look like?
I'm like
Naruto running.
I'm Naruto running. I'm like
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Hell yeah.
I
feel like we
that's
all
the most aerodynamic way to run. So
I feel like we all felt that, but I wanted to make sure it was canon. I feel like so I was like,
All right, it's going to be, now that you're done Naruto running, it is going to be this Floutist turn. The yellow skeleton, the Floutist is going to move. They can move out 30 feet and get to here.
I roll a 3 for Arcana.
Let's see what their options are. Jama and Jashale, can you give me D20 rolls and try to get high?
I'll give it my best shot. Dang it!
Oh!
Oh no!
All right, so he is going to target Jama with a spell. You are within 60 feet, so go ahead and give me a strength saving throw.
Interesting.
And then I'll explain what happens.
Of course.
Oh!
Ooh,
Lifting
okay.
beakers.
So you can see him trying to hit this really nice little flute solo. And as the skeleton does, these bony claws kind of erupt from the earth and try to grasp at you. But the sheer force of your Naruto run is enough to keep you powering through them. And you can see their little bony fingers getting scattered across the floor as you just power through. And so you are not going to be restrained by them. And so that's
my artificer way. Believe it.
And
hell yeah.
We will
bring
spiral
on your thumb.
We will bring it over to this yellow skeleton archer who's going to continue running forward. And this time is going to take a shot at Jashale. And when they do, you can see this kind of like dark energy that's surrounding them. And I will now tell you what that Floutist was doing, which was giving them essentially blessing, a permanent blessing. So that's a Going to be a 17 to hit you with a
Oh.
longbow.
I think I'm gonna use my reaction to cast shield.
So also wait, give me 1 second because you are pretty much in melee with this other character.
Sure.
With the skeleton, so you're going to get +2 to your armor class from the cover.
Oh, that's 18.
Okay, and so it got a 17, so it's going to miss.
All right, well then I won't use my reaction.
Okay. I just want to be fair. All right, and then we are going to bring it over to, I believe this is Orange Warriors. This one can hear that things are going on now and is not going to just keep hacking at this barricade and is going to run around. And the other two heading out from behind are also going to round the corner, their little bony feet stamping odd-looking footprints into the mud. It's going to be Red Archer's turn, who is way back here. How far are y'all? I think is going to move up a little bit just so that they're not getting this disadvantage anymore. And they will take a shot at Mac, who is not in melee with anybody. So here comes that attack, but it is going to be a disadvantage because they have the dodge action. And so that's going to be a 6, which is going to miss. There's a lot of missing going on. Here comes those skeletons. I'm going to roll again the d20s. Let's see how that goes. Another little decrepit. These skeletons, as they kind of start emerging into view, you can see are definitely not as kind of like powerful as the others. And you can see that the energy of the magic is not as strong for them, but they are nevertheless animated as they kind of approach. And then we'll bring it over to Calibur, who is within the building, having just been granted some temporary hit points from Jama's shield orb.
Alrighty, Dolru, out the window and
On to the next ritual, bud.
on to the next one. Let's do it.
Predator,
So
high five.
we clasp hands, biceps flexing. I go out because there's still a hole in my chest, but I'm okay. I head outside.
You can give me the acrobatics check.
Sure. Bum bum bum. 12.
Okay, the tent does not collapse as you make it out of the window.
I put my arm on Davston. I put my hand on his shoulder, and I tell him, like, for your family, we'll make it through for your family. I wanna slide off this thing. Okay, I just have to roll for it, but I want to slide down the canopy whilst shooting an arrow at the skeleton closest to Jashale.
Okay, go ahead and give me an acrobatics check for sliding down the thing.
And then flipping off. Okay, so I'm doing it. Acrobatics?
Yep. In true Legolas fashion.
Oh my god!
Go ahead and make that shot, because you can make that shot fine, but you are going to take some fall damage.
Okay, great.
Which is
And
gonna
then he takes a shot and then
I better hit the skeleton.
Midair nails it, and then just.
Oh, that's embarrassing. Hey, it's okay. There's a hole in my knee and in my chest.
So
And
I think
it's
what's
showing.
happening is you run out and you, like, your form is fine, everything's fine, but you don't quite count on how, like, you saw this thing holding people up and you're like, oh, this tent's good, but it is old. And so as you approach the edge of the tent, the little bit of wood that's holding it snaps and you drop out suddenly, which ruins both your shot and your acrobatics. You're going to take 1 damage and fall down to the ground. Give me another acrobatics, and if you can beat a 15, I will let you continue having movement. Otherwise, it's going to be the end of your turn.
Okay, gotcha. So I could, like, finesse my way out.
Yeah, let's see how well you recover. I mean, technically
And to
you've
run it
used all
off.
your movement, but if you fail, you're going to be prone, just like it was in the other fight. I am sorry, Calibur. You are having a hard time.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
And so
gonna-
you are prone.
Jashael's gonna make a memo, find new spy master.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Doru's
so-
gonna make a memo, fix spy master.
All right, and so
Oh,
you've
God.
you've just fallen, and it is going to be the red skeleton's turn.
Oh,
This
fuck.
first
Okay,
little
great.
warrior here is going to run up to the closest target, which is going to be Jashael, and make this longsword attack at you, which is going to be a 23. So it's going to hit you for 6 damage as this kind of old rusty blade kind of rakes across your arm. This other is going to run up and attack Mac, who is the closest thing to them. And that will be a 20 to hit, and if it hits, 8 damage to Mac.
What is it? Disadvantage.
Oh, because Mac's doing the dodge still, right?
Yep. And am I in
Here's-
range? Oh, I
Here's the
am in
second
range.
roll. Okay, so it's a
Oh,
20
so
or a
a little bit.
21. So it's going to hit for 8, but you are in range, and so you can do your sentinel attack if you like.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do my sentinel, which is I make a melee attack against someone who attacks a friend. Oh man!
Oh my gosh.
And
And
note
so-
to self, fixed everybody else. in this group.
Everybody.
So remember that 1 is going to mean the next attack against you has advantage until your next turn. And we're going to bring it over to Veritas.
Let's see. Took 7 damage.
I took it all with my disadvantage Arcana check. I took all the good rolls.
Oh man, we might. Are we gonna get dropped by skeletons? That would be so embarrassing.
That would be
we
very,
got this.
very
We got
good.
this. We got this. We got
They're
this.
pretty tough.
Everybody-
skeleton.
Everybody, just get around me with the orb.
Yeah,
I'm
get
just
around
gonna-
the
Yeah,
orb.
yeah, circle
I'm gonna
up.
get down there, and we are all just gonna orb walk across this together.
Yes. Lock
and it's gonna be
pinkies,
fine.
everyone.
Veritas is gonna think about what Jashael had said, something about metal, and took it really literally and was a little confused. But
That's
Awesome.
funny.
I love this philosopher bot.
they're gonna use guiding bolt on the Floutist, if that's possible. It's 120 feet.
Yeah, you have a good shot at them, actually.
Okay, well, fingers crossed.
A ray of heat.
Oof, that is a good roll. And indeed, that is going to fly out and strike true. This bard is going to take some radiant damage, which I believe is 10, right? Oh boy. And you can see them shudder from that blow. And all attacks against them will have advantage until the end of your next turn, correct?
Playing his flute solo. Ooh, he chokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see him kind of like reeling, and the flute comes out of his, well, not out of his lips, but he's not playing it anymore. And for a moment, that kind of ominous music stops. And so, yeah, until the end of your next turn. And it's the next attack. So 1 attack against them will have advantage. All right, so it's going to be. Is there anything else you wanted to do? Did you want to move?
Calibur, what's your health at?
Oh, thank you for asking. I'm at 11.
You're at 11.
4 of which are temporary HPs.
I can
wow.
I can cast healing word as a bonus action, right?
So you did already cast a
A spell.
leveled spell.
Oh.
I
So
got
you
it.
would only be able to cast a cantrip.
I see.
And maybe one thing we'll do to make it a little interesting is if you want to cast another level spell, I'll let you, but give me that inspiration. Give me that inspiration
Ooh.
point.
Oh dang.
His robot
Ooh,
just watching
like a
this human
slot.
roll off this canopy.
I like that.
Trying
That's
to make
kind of
sense
cool.
of it.
Yeah,
It's
that's
still
fine.
going to consume the spell slot, but it will let you cast multiple leveled spells in one turn.
I see.
As a-
Okay.
as a bonus-
well,
that's cool.
given that there's a fight and stuff, I guess I'll like move over, like kind of crouching down behind stuff to stay within cover. I'll spend my inspiration and healing word, Calibur.
Thank you so much, Veritas.
All right. So that's where you wanted to move, right? So gain 5 more hit points, Calibur, are you still just shouting "live" at him?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, thank you, thank you.
The heat ray.
Not dead yet, Veritas. Thank you. Thanks to you. And then yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm back at 16.
Okay, it is
Pretty
going to
good.
be back to Davston Rookbinders, who is going to try and jump down off of this tent.
Can
Let's
he
see
go
how
the other
their
direction?
acrobatics does. Well, he's trying to
Oh, I guess
be
it's his
as
turn,
helpful as possible. So he got a 20, so he is jumping down quite nimbly and is going to jump
nice.
down, is going to spend their action helping you up, Calibur, so you can stand up. You're no longer knocked down. And then is going to, using some more of those sorcery points, he is going to cast a quicken spell. It is going to use his concentration, so you're going to lose enhanced ability. But he is going to cast. Oops, did I link that again? Yeah, so you're going to lose that, but he is going to cast Gust of Wind on a line down this way, and so this swirling mass of wind is just going to start blasting down this alleyway, and it is going to essentially make it difficult terrain, and each creature that is going to start its turn there has to resist being blown away. And that
Awesome.
is replacing
Is
their
this-
concentration spell.
Damn.
That's really cool.
And then they quicken this. So you see two more runes kind of emerge on their skin glowing. It's going to be Orange Archer's turn. They are going to make their strength save to see if they are pushed back from this wind. And they need to beat a 12, which they do. So they aren't pushed back. It does cost double movement. And I believe they're going to have disadvantage trying to shoot arrows down this thing. But they are going to shoot at Davston with a 6, which is going to miss, and will move up a little bit. They will be able to get there. All right, and we're going to bring it over to Doldry.
All right. I am going to dash out the window towards Jama and Jasail and right in between everybody. Do you think that's feasible?
Give me, first thing is you're going out the window. Give me that acrobatics roll to see how you handle the tent, and if it still stays up. Break for everybody.
Really?
Oh no!
Oh,
Okay,
I have
so
plus
you're
4.
No, we're
it's
all
just
broken.
bad luck that Calibur breaking that stick has kind of weakened the integrity of this, and you just place your foot a little wrong, and the tent that you're on is going to collapse and give way. And so give me another acrobatics to see if you're going to fall prone, but you are going to take that d6 falling damage.
Yeah, wasn't Dolru going off the
God.
backside of it?
Well, he went outside and it broke.
Oh, right away.
And so you're going to take 5 falling damage. But I will say you do manage to stay up. So you'll still be able to move. You just kind of like have jammed your leg as you fell onto these old rotten bits of vegetables there.
I want to continue dashing as close as I can to be like right in the middle, like
here?
right there. So give all of them orb.
Okay, cool. So go ahead and let's move you over there.
Oh, there
So
I
you
am.
dash up and do that, and are ready to, holding out the orb, ready to shield them. Let's get that bonus action, Dolru.
I'm going to give Bardic Inspiration to Jasail.
All right, how are you giving this inspiration? What does that look like?
So Doru's going to come over, pull out a little whetstone, and get the end of the spear a couple times. Shing, shing,
Like on the
shing, shing.
backswing.
Yeah.
You don't even notice it's just like more sparkling every time you swing it, and you're like, what the heck? All right, so we're going to bring it over to Yellow Skeleton's turn. The warrior is going to march up. Well, actually, first they need to make their strength saving throw to see if they're blown away by Davston's wind. They are going to be pushed back 15 feet. And they're going to spend their whole movement moving forward against difficult terrain, which means they're going to total 15-foot increase of movement. They're going to get there, effectively held at bay. And we're going to bring it over to Jasail, who has just been slashed by these skeletons who are... you can see that their warrior training, again, they do have some remnants of it. And you can see that they're trying to form into this kind of like phalanx formation.
Yeah. And I'm gonna shout out to the people standing over by the little kitchen area. Damn it! We need to get off the streets. Get into the hall. And then glance over to Mac and say, "Continue the defensive formation." And can Mac do like a 5-foot step towards me?
Without an attack of opportunity.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think it can do that. You can probably get like
Okay.
right there. That's good.
I will slash at this skeleton right in front of me.
All right, go ahead and give me that attack roll.
Hey!
A 23 is absolutely going to hit. You can see your glaive thud with a clatter against their armor for 11 damage. They're looking pretty banged up, this skeleton. They had previously taken damage from Veritas' Sacred Flame. So we will bring it over to Jama now.
All right, well then I'm gonna go ahead and just get to stepping so I can start doing this for the homies. I'm gonna go ahead and dash because even with that, I'm barely gonna make it to the barricade. Boop, and I guess. Oh yeah, I'll definitely bonus action again because then I can catch Mac and Jashael in this protective orb. And I'll
Remember
go
that the protective orb doesn't stack with itself, so if you have temporary hit points, you only get whatever it gives you.
Yeah,
You
most
don't-
definitely. Jashael and Mac have not benefited from it so far, so that is my main reasoning for it.
You also
Bam.
shouldn't lose any, right? Oh!
No, absolutely. You can take the higher of the two values, but it's not going to be cumulative.
13 temporary health in an
13
AoE
As a bonus action.
as a bonus
bonkers.
action, and no. Just as a quick reminder to all of our D&D players out there watching, the main temporary health spell that we have available to us is False Life, which does a D4 plus 4 as a first level spell slot. And so this does more than that in an AoE as a bonus action without using a spell slot to everybody that I choose in 10 feet.
So that's 39. Does it say all creatures or all allies?
All creatures that I choose.
Oh, okay.
And also, would it replenish mine? Or now
So
that because my
you get the max of whatever you had before or what you got now, but they don't add together. So
I
if
think-
this
yes.
13 that you're getting right now is greater than whatever number you already had of temporary hit points, you can get the 13.
I
Cool.
think you had
Great.
12
Awesome.
before, so this
Total.
Mhm.
this would definitely be better.
perfect.
All right, we're going to bring it over to the Bard's turn, who was not able to snare up Jama with their sweet flute solo. But they will continue moving forward. And this time, I think they're going to play this terrifying little riff at Dolru. So Dolru, this is dissonant flautist. So go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw against, try to
Okay.
beat a DC 12.
Gotcha. And I think I figured out why I can't figure out this flute thing. And even though, because Doru is like, his dad's a pianist, like Doru knows all this stuff. But they don't have flutes in Agrulok because orcs, the tusks. That's like the one
Ah, yeah.
instrument.
Okay.
So like, yeah.
The embouchure isn't right.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
a lot
yeah,
of
yeah.
oboes over there, but no
Yeah.
flutes. Okay,
That's
so
not a good one.
you are gonna fail this saving throw, which means you're gonna first thing is you're gonna take 3d6 psychic damage. So let me roll that.
It already did. It's 13.
Oh, did it? Okay, so take 13 psychic damage. Oh, that would have
Or
been nice
take
though.
3.
No, let me
It-
take 3.
Roll d20 if
Okay,
you can beat
what do you say?
10, you can have it.
Roll a d20.
Yeah.
Flip a coin.
Okay, so you're
Nah.
gonna take the 13, and then
Right
you're
on.
gonna have to burn your reaction to move as far away as your speed allows you, which is gonna be 30 feet directly away from them. So you are going to move back here.
Oh, shit.
Alrighty.
Um,
That's right, by my orange buddies.
all right, and so then it's going to be the yellow archer's turn, who is going to, I think, probably take a shot at
Hate flutes.
not at this line. That's not a clear shot. I think he's going to take a shot at Calibur. Sorry, Calibur. So here comes that longbow,
Hey, do it.
and you are not far enough away for disadvantage. So does the 16 hit you?
Against my armor class?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my armor class 14, so yep.
Okay, so take 7 piercing damage as he kind of slides up into some more cover. Man,
Dude.
Calibur is getting wrecked.
Arrows
Calibur's
are
like-
my nemesis.
Anti-tanking for us.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then these red skeletons are going to go, these skeleton warriors, they are going to move into that phalanx formation, and you can see them kind of locking their shields together as they remember their training
Oh my
from
God.
a whole lifetime ago, actually. And this is going to give them an advantage on attack rolls and dexterity saving throws while they're within 5 feet of each other. So the first one's going to make an attack at Mac, which is dodging, correct?
Mhm.
So that's going to be at disadvantage. That's going to even out. So it's just going to be a normal attack roll. A 15 to hit. Does that hit?
That does hit.
And so it's going to be 7 damage to Mac.
Because ties hit.
Yeah. And then this other skeleton is going to also attack Jashale, who was not dodging. So this is going to be an advantage.
Mac will give it disadvantage. So it'll
Oh,
be
okay.
hey.
11. Okay, so that's going to miss. And they will stay there. We're going to move over to Red Skeleton Archer way here in the back, who's going to also continue to move up. And they will take a shot at Davston, I believe, which shouldn't be a disadvantage. Let's see. Is going to be a disadvantage. With a 5, a critical miss is going to not do it. And so this person is going to you'll have advantage against attacks from them. And we will bring it over to the freshly spawned dead. Did y'all lock this door over here by the armory of the hall?
Yeah, I thought we locked that one.
So he's just going to rattle on this and try to open it. I don't think there's actually any physical way for them to open this. So he's going to ineffectively poke his little bony spear at him. And then they will continue moving forward. This is going to be at difficult terrain. All right, it's going to be Calibur's turn.
Okay. Is Davston's gaseous wind still blowing these skeletons back?
So it's not a fart, but yes, this mystical wind is kind of kicking up the dust and debris down this alleyway here.
Okay.
And it is a concentration spell that I'll tell you can last for up to a minute. So as long as they don't take a bunch of damage and lose the spell, they're fine.
Does the wind have a smell? No, I'm joking. Okay. I want to take one action to pelt the Floutist with an arrow.
All right, this one here?
Yeah.
Okay, and I believe they still have the effect of Guiding Bolt on them from Veritas, so you have advantage on this attack.
Okay.
Which means if you hit, it is a sneak attack.
Blah, blah, blah.
That is going to hit. Go ahead and roll your sneak attack damage.
Come on, daddy. Okay, 2.
Okay, so you're going to do 7. As your arrow kind of like lodges into their once fine clothing, they're going to kind of stumble backwards and are not down, but are very close to it.
Okay, good. Did I interrupt his solo?
You said some people were blessed.
I didn't have that it took concentration on here, though.
Yeah, you said permanent.
Yeah, it just
Homebrew?
stays. Yeah, this is my skeleton flautist that was made with love.
The wind is still blowing. For my bonus action, I want to grab that pie that's in the basket down here. And like with Davston's wind assistance, that pie is going into the face of the skeleton archer that I originally threw a goblet of wine at.
Okay, so this is some like Three Stooges stuff. So go ahead and roll a performance check for me.
Okay, performance check?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Calibur's got a
22!
Good lord.
Oh,
Oh
shit.
my
Get
goodness.
pied on.
Only
What kind
when
of
we
pie is
need it.
that?
You're
tell
just
me.
burning your crits. So you toss it out into the wind and it
Yeah.
flies true and catches the skeleton right in the face. And I will
Yeah.
say that they have disadvantage on their attacks.
Yeah,
Uh,
too much blueberry in their eye sockets.
Yeah, this old rotten
Forever.
blueberry pie that
Yeah.
actually is from way back when there are actual people here.
Oh, that's
So
gross.
it's mostly just like a bunch of rotten like filth
It's
that
like
you
worms.
just
Yeah,
got them with. Yeah.
beautiful. Got
So
him.
it,
Beautiful.
necrotic
Okay.
damage.
Yeah, does it do damage? Does he get hurt? That was a.
So a skeleton's
crit.
definitely, I don't think, gonna take damage from worm.
I know.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think
Sure.
they've been through that phase.
Sounds
You're
good. All right.
describing
And
a nasty pie, though.
then, yeah, that's a gross
It's true.
pie.
nasty pie.
Did you want to do anything else? I
I
think
want
that's
to
your.
dash into the building with my movement.
Okay, go ahead and move your 30 feet.
Okay. Alrighty. Oh.
Spending
Okay,
all
I'm
your
back-
damn
I'm
time
back
throwing
with my-
pies. Could have
back
been in
with my
that building.
homies.
Over here getting
Honestly,
set up by
that crit.
skeletons.
So I'm just
Oh.
gonna move the orange ones now.
Okay, they're moving against the wind though.
Yeah, so he's got disadvantage from about here, or not disadvantage, but difficult terrain. These two, however, do not, and they're going to run up to Dolru back here in the back.
Oh shit.
No problem. No problem.
And they're both close enough to be within 5 feet of each other, which means they both have advantage on this attack roll.
Oh, snap.
So here's the first attack roll at advantage against you, which is going to be a 21 to hit, and then the second one at advantage against you with a double crit.
Oh,
It just got through your temp HP.
So you're going to take 13 and be at 0 temp HP. Fantastic. What a crit and a normal hit for all your temp HP.
I actually already lost my temp HP
from the
Floutist, so I'm
Right.
just gonna take 13 damage total.
Oh shit.
13, yeah.
Okay, that's wow. I thought I was dead. So this is great. This is no problem.
All right, and then we will bring it over to Veritas.
I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna shoot guiding bolt again at
Against the Floutist?
The Floutist. Feel like I gotta take out that guy. Oh god.
Ooh, that is a critical hit,
Oh my! What is going on right
dang.
which is going to
Blew
do
him up.
25 damage, which is enough to send these bones scattered across the mud. How do I want to rule here? Because if you remember last session, I told you while the enchantment was active, they cannot be permanently destroyed. But this is a critical hit from radiant damage to kill this guy.
He has to
bones are
respawn
everywhere.
a pit.
Which
Yeah, his bones are everywhere, and his friends have to gather each bone and figure out which the anatomy and assemble them
I think
correctly.
just the awesome power of this radiant bolt that streaks out is enough to like incinerate a significant portion of this skeleton, and they are not going to be able to come back. But that is only because it's radiant and only because it's a crit. So they will be done. No
He's
more
ash.
Flautists.
An
Damn.
eerie silence
My
comes
homebrew.
over the bone.
Yeah, the flute playing comes to an end as you kind of like pull your hand back, and this like burning energy has just absolutely annihilated them. Cool. Well done. Did you want to move or anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna start moving towards the door, I guess.
And then 30 feet, you can basically move anywhere in that circle.
I guess I'll move. I'll move over here just to help Dolru out a little bit.
So as you come over, I'd say, I'm gonna be dashing. I have a way. I can get away from them. I just need. We got to get over there. I don't want you to get caught in their web as well.
Okay.
So maybe halfway between, like halfway between the door and me. Yeah, a little buffer.
Like that?
Thank you. I really don't want to go down.
Yeah, that would be rough with that orb. Okay, it's going to be Davston's turn, who is going to Let me look at their spell because I think on their action they can redirect it, but I don't know that they're going to. I think they're just going to move this way and continue sending the redirect the wind so it's back going down this alleyway at all these skeletons as they're coming up. It's going to be Orange Archer's turn, who are both going to have to make strength saving throws to see if they're going to get pushed back, which is a 7 and a 5. They're both going to get pushed back 15
Yeah.
feet from
Oh, take that.
Yeah.
Davston's sorcery. And then they will both they're both going to spend their whole 30 feet of movement to move back to exactly where they were and continue trying to shoot with disadvantage. They're going to both try to shoot Davston because he's got this wind going on. Here's first attack roll at disadvantage, and here's second attack roll at disadvantage.
Boom, boom, boom.
Both are going to miss against the onslaught of this wind, bringing us over to Dolru. These arrows are just getting blown back.
So Doru's gonna look at the two skeletons and say, just, all right, we don't have to fight, guys. Come on, we can talk about this. You look like diplomats too. I see that in you. And then I'm gonna cast Mirror Image, and then I'm gonna walk away.
Okay, they are going to get attacks against you.
Against which one?
Yes, give me that d20 for the first one.
Okay.
It's a great move.
And then give me a d20
Uh-oh.
for the other one.
Kage Bunshin no Jutsu.
Oh no.
So the first one that I roll is going to be on you. It is still at advantage because they're still within 5 feet of each other. And then the second one is going to be against the mirror image. So here's the first one against you, which is going to be a 16 to hit. Does that hit you?
Yeah, that hits.
For 4. And then the second one is going to be at advantage against your duplicate, which is going to get hit as well. So you're going to lose 1 duplicate and you're going to take 4 damage. And then go ahead and make your movement.
Move me as close to the door and Jasail as possible, if that's okay.
Okay. We are going to move over to the yellow skeleton warrior, who's going to have to make their strength saving throw to see if they're blown away. Which they absolutely are. It's going to be Jashael, and then it's going to be Jama.
Damn it, people. I've seen raw recruits move faster. Get into the hall. And it's going to just slice at the skeleton right in front of me.
All right.
And then my last warning is going to be, on my next turn, I'm closing the door regardless of what side you're on.
Dang. Brutal. A 17, I believe, is going to hit. It is. You're going to do 6 damage to it. It is heavily injured. You can almost see it like crumbling right before you.
And I'm going to say, Mac, finish him off with my bonus action.
Okay.
Hey.
Ooh, which is just barely not enough to actually finish it off.
Bullshit.
As Mac kind of like pulses out this force energy from its bite, I guess. The skeleton barely manages to stay up. We're going to bring it over to Jama's turn.
Yeah, I was thinking about maybe like helping out with some of this bombardment, but my comrades seem to have it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start booking it.
Yeah, you're doing the right thing.
All right, that's all I need to hear.
Okay, so this is about 30 feet there, and then you can go another 30 to get here if you want to use your dash.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'll do. Thank you. So I'll go ahead and protect the orb once again. Pretty much only Dolru and Jashael, I believe.
Yeah. And I think Mac would probably get it too. That's their tails in it. I'm willing to make that happen.
Hell
I see the tail.
Give me that roll.
All right, here comes the roll.
Tail's all it needs.
Tails all it needs. So 4 temporary health to Mac, Dolru, and Jashael.
Jashael and Mac have more than that already, so.
Okay.
That's 2 natural ones so far this combat on my
Y'all don't get to complain about like 4 plus
players. We've got a
temporary
lot.
health turn. All right, it's going to be Yellow Archer's turn, who
the deck is not stacked in our favor.
It's
It's not
evenly
looking
stacked.
good.
These
for
skeletons
sure.
are not going down after 3 hits.
Yeah, they're
These are
stronger than I
toughies.
thought, man.
They are not
Yeah.
pushovers. So this is a powerful enchantment, man. This skeleton archer is going to pop out, and I think probably the clearest shot that they have is at Dolru. So they're gonna make this ranged attack at Dolru. Here comes that longbow. With a 9 is going to miss, and we will bring it over to the orange skeleton warriors, which are both of them swinging their rusty sabers at Veritas. Here's the
All
first
right,
one.
well-
Here's the second one.
Roll for tetanus.
Third Dolru's blood is still on your hands, DM.
But what about-
I can live with that. Okay, so that is going to miss both of those, I believe. And then we're going to bring it over to the red archer. Let's see. I'm going to give a perception check. Let's see if they can beat a 15.
Jama.
Yeah. Oh, he had no idea. Is going to just move forward and take another shot. This one is going to be at Davston. Here comes that shot. 17 is going to hit. Davston is going to take 7 damage, is going to need to make a concentration check to see if they can maintain the wind. Let's see how that goes. They need to beat a 10.
Wind.
Come on, Davy.
They do it at
Ooh.
disadvantage?
No, it should just be normal, but I think it's always roll disadvantage, and the rule that I usually use for that is always taking the left one. Those runes, when that arrow strikes them, they can spend their runes to absorb damage. And so they're going to spend 3 of those runes that they've charged.
Holy
Each one
crap.
is a d6 to reduce damage. The damage is going to be reduced by 11. They're going to take 0, and they're not going to lose concentration.
What's
Good.
with this guy?
Fuck yeah.
It's the Rune Child subclass from Sorcerer.
Fun.
And so you can
Yeah.
see just activating these kind of runic energies are going to put up a barrier that the arrow, which otherwise would have struck him square, clatters off of and is just tossed aside.
Hell yeah.
This skeleton, I think, is going to try and start moving in through the window, but is not that fast or that smart. These are the decrepit ones, so don't worry about that too much. I'm just going to move them really quick. You can start worrying about them when they actually are visible. The ones with the spears are the bad ones. We're going to bring it over to Calibur.
If I shoot downwind, do my arrows get like a boost?
I'll give you his charisma modifier as bonus damage to your arrows if you hit. So it's +2 if
That's
you
cool.
hit.
The one behind Veritas.
Okay, are you moving into melee or are you just shooting?
I'm shooting.
Okay, so go ahead and make that attack. They have +2 to their armor class. Make that bow roll, please. You need a 17 to hit.
25.
Ooh, the critical hit is going to make it roll your sneak attack damage. It is crit, so roll it twice.
Awesome.
So that's
14.
9, that's 14 damage.
That
All the
sneak
shenanigans with the
archer,
pie
man.
really kind of distracts you from how deadly Calibur can be when their head and their knee and the rest of their body's actually in the game. And that arrow flies true and lodges right in the skeleton's hip bone and stays there. Yeah, call life alert. They have broken a hip. So you can move if you
Damn.
want. You still have your bonus section.
I think I'm going to move not into the building, but like, I guess like next to the doors.
Okay.
Next to Doru. That way, I can snipe at people with my arrow, and I can also make sure that my buddy's getting safely and can slam the door behind us.
Sounds good. It is going to move to Red Warrior's turn.
Wait, remember that Jashale said that they were going to close the doors on their turn.
Their turn.
Okay.
Okay. Either way, I'm close to the door where
So here's
I can
the
snipe at people.
here's the advantage attack against Mac,
Mm.
and then this normal one will be towards you. Ooh, which is a critical miss. Do you get the Sentinel only when they hit, or anytime they attack?
Anytime they attack an ally within range.
Okay, so this one attacked Mac, so you can make your attack of opportunity on it.
Yeah, I'm deciding. I'm gonna do it. Come on.
And then this one here got a critical miss, so it is going to have advantage against it. You're going to have advantage against it until its next turn. Okay, you're going to do 10 damage to it with your glaive, which slices across the skeleton's chest. Its little ribcage rattled. And we will bring it over to Veritas's turn.
I will, as my bonus action, cast spiritual weapon because I keep forgetting to do this every time. At least it's not on the last turn.
Okay, let me give this to you really quick. Player permissions. Okay, so you should have access to that mystic hammer, which kind of erupts from your divine energy. Feel free to place it anywhere within range and do your attack. I will draw out the distance for you. 60 feet is that far. So anywhere within the circle you can place it, and it will immediately make an attack.
Okay, I'll do it against this archer.
So go ahead and give me that attack. Oh, that is going to be a miss.
Okay. And then, man, I am going to disengage and then go into the hall.
Ooh, okay. So 30 feet, you can move that far. That's a nice, delicious looking Calibur. All right, so you have moved inside the hall. The hammer is flying and attacking. We will bring it over to Davston, who, this is a tough choice, but I think it's the one he's going to make, is going to move here and direct this at, spend his action to change the direction this way and push these skeletons. So they will have to make strength saving throws at the start of their turn as he kind of moves up. And actually, he'll move as close to the doors as he can get, and it's blowing out this way. So long as you don't go on this side of him, you will not be affected by it. But basically, his wind is kind of going out this way.
Great.
Yeah.
Everybody
Where's the
in.
wind emanating
We
from?
gotta get in.
His hands.
You gotta
He's
get
in.
he's extending them outwards. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I know you want it to be so bad, but that is not what's happening.
No, it's, I want to know for myself.
Uh-huh.
Coming out of his hands. Okay, great. He's airbending with this.
I'm going to be doing a lot of burpees for not obeying my orders. I'm going to tell you.
Okay, this skeleton's going to move up. This skeleton's going to move up. And they are both going to take shots, one at Dolru and one at Calibur. So here's the one at Dolru. And here's the one at Calibur. So 17 to Calibur is going to hit for 6 piercing damage.
Ouchies.
And then we're going to bring it over to Dolru. I'm guessing a 12 doesn't hit you, right? Or actually, so you need to give me that mirror image roll.
Right.
And I think it is 8 for this one. So you're going to lose another image, or 6, 8, and then 11. Okay, so it does absorb another attack. You're not going to take damage, and you're going to lose that mirror image. You have one left, and then it's going to be your turn.
Okay, Dolru is going to dash into, well, not dash, but Dolru is heading in.
So this is your movement. You still have your
30 feet?
action. Yeah, that's 30 feet right there.
Okay.
This
cool.
second one right here.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay, go ahead and roll that healing and get that health back. As you cast your orcish magic into your chest and feel your wounds knitting together, it is going to be the yellow skeleton warrior's turn, who was previously knocked down. They're going to spend their turn standing up and then move their movement, which is not going to be that much. And they're going to get there. Jashael, it is going to be your turn.
I'm going to say, damn it, Calibur. And is going to, I'm going to use my movement and action. Can I drag, can I like chuck Davston into the, push him into the hall?
You can, but keep in mind he's still going to be blowing that wind in the same direction. It's
That's
his
fine.
action to adjust it.
That's fine. I want him inside the hall and behind me.
Okay, go ahead and move to where you want him to be. And this one's going to get an attack of opportunity on you.
Totally.
So here comes that attack of opportunity, which is going to be at advantage because I believe it's Mac is a reaction to make it not be an advantage, right?
Which
or I guess
Mac
you would have that
will do.
back. Okay. So here's the normal attack, which is going to be a 10, which is going to miss.
And then I am going to bonus action Mac. And well, I guess I don't need a bonus action. Mac's just going to take the dodge action and is then going to run into the hall as well.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So you want Davston to be where?
Just behind me, like
here?
inside. Yeah.
So here's the normal attack against Mac. Okay, so it's going to be a 10, which is going to miss. All right, and then it's going to be Jama's turn.
All right, let's start heading on towards the ritual circle. I think I can make it.
I'll say I think you're close enough to start it.
Yeah, okay, sick. And that is what we are going to do. Whoop, I'll just move myself right to the edge here. And yeah, I'll start the salt circle.
All right, give me that Arcana check, which is
shall.
no longer at advantage because you don't have enhanced ability.
Fair enough. Fair enough indeed. All right, and let's roll this Arcana check. Bada bing.
Nice. So you once again skillfully lay out this salt circle for your rune, for the ritual, and the wind starts whipping up again. You do see that familiar, well now familiar, kind of darkening of the shadows as it kind of like the whole area kind of notices that you're doing this ritual. And so you have 1 down, 2 more successes will complete the ritual at this site. Again, try to minimize failures if you can, but
I will give it my best shot.
progress is not lost on failures. Okay, we're gonna bring it over to the yellow archer's turn.
Yikes! I just realized I'm gonna die.
Who is here behind this wall? And in fact, Calibur is the only one in that it can take a shot on.
Shit! I should have just ran it. Okay.
Well, wait, I'll also pass my bonus action to protect 7 temporary HP.
All right, Calibur. I hope you can survive.
I hope I survive it. It just occurred to me like, hey, I'm the first on the initiative. I should have just ran in.
So here comes the first shot from this yellow archer.
Sweet.
Which is going to be a 25 to hit or 23 to hit for 5 damage.
Well, you know, I'm learning how to play this game, figuring things out. 25 for 5 damage?
So you take 5 damage.
Okay, who's going to scoop up my corpse?
Are you down?
I'm down.
Oh, no. Disaster.
I should have just ran in. Okay.
Okay, so you are down. It is going to be the orange skeleton's turn, who will not just finish you off. They're just going to mindly march forward.
Okay.
And can I use my reaction to like, I want to like step forward and kind of provide like a barricade and cover for Davston behind me, and just activate my shield spell so that I get a +5 armor.
Well, you can do that in reaction to them attacking you, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to like draw their fire, basically.
Sure. I think with a pole arm, you're probably able to do that. So this one's going to run up and attack. This is just going to be a normal attack because it doesn't have an ally. So here's that swing. A 9 is going to miss. The other one is going to move up. And this one's going to be at advantage. Which is a 16 going to hit you?
Not with shield up, no.
Okay, so you're going to cast the shield, and this barrier of kind of... Well, you can describe your shield if you like.
Yeah, so it's actually like I cast it through my infused glaive. So I'm imagining that actually I'm just holding it by the handle, and it suddenly just starts spinning in a huge circle, deflecting blows.
Okay, perfect. And so this rusty blade is clattering off of this spinning glaive, which is now pretty adequately defending this doorway. We will bring it over to the red skeleton archer, who doesn't have a very good shot on anybody. So it's just going to move up and kind of over here to try and get into position to start shooting. That's going to be their turn. It's going to be these decrepit skeletons who are going to spend their whole turn moving, I believe. This skeleton, I guess, going to start just moving around then. Going to move up. All right, and we're going to bring it to Calibur, who's making their first death saving throw.
You know, I thought I would be using this turn to Alas.
Should have shot out the window.
I should have shut out the window. Yeah.
I told you.
You did.
This
you
is
did.
getting really bad, actually. This is pretty bad looking.
Oh,
You know,
it's not looking good, man.
Shale has lost.
So give me that death saving throw. That's it.
19.
Ooh, okay, that's
all
one
right,
success.
for sure.
All
One
right.
success.
Continuing the pattern of none of you failing any death saving throws. All right, we're going to bring it over to the red skeleton warriors, and they are not that smart. They are just going to start piling up on this door.
Yeah, they think I'm dead already.
They think you're down for sure. I'm not going to.
There's
That
no
would
way
be
we're gonna
very
close that
cruel.
door.
And we're going to, and actually maybe Veritas and Jashale, give me a strength check really quick.
Oh snap! That's not what I wanted to hear. Oh,
And one of you needs to beat a 17.
What the heck?
Oh my goodness.
we did not.
And so you don't. And the three of you, because Davston's definitely not able to help, he's just a little guy, are not able to hold off this push of skeletons. And all of you are going to get pushed a little bit inside the thing as this wall of bone advances.
And as we're pushed back, I'm saying, "Quick, over the barricade!"
And then we will bring it to Veritas.
Let me do the spiritual weapon thing first. I will, I guess, move it here, and I'll just hit that closest.
This one here? Or do you want to hit this little decrepit one?
Let's hit the decrepit one.
All right, go ahead and do it.
Hopefully, take out some ads.
Yeah, get them ads.
Yeah, kill those ads.
That is going to hit, and these decrepit ones, as I say, are not very powerful. Its bones are scattered. It cannot come back.
Wow. Okay. Am I able to cast Moonbeam?
Moonbeam.
Absolutely. You haven't cast any spells. It's not a spell to continue to manage the spiritual weapon.
Can I cast it like right in this doorway?
Can you link what Moonbeam does?
Oh, is it just a line shot? That would hit so many skeletons if it's that.
It's a vertical cylinder.
Ah, damn.
But that still would be pretty dank in this doorway
Yeah.
right here, honestly.
Yeah.
Like 5
Oh,
feet.
absolutely.
Oh my goodness! Look at that.
Damn.
That's all of them.
And then you can
Moonbeam.
move it. All right, yeah. So that's all 4 of those that are going to be affected. It will do the
That's
damage
awesome.
at the start of their turn. But this kind of like, or you want to describe what this Moonbeam looks like?
It looks a little different than the like sun healing, guiding magic that Veritas has from the hands. But what would I say? I guess I would just like, because it's nighttime out, like kind of draw some of that moon power,
Awesome.
Sailor Moon status, and just like
Moon prism power.
Bend the moonlight at them, like direct it, like it.
And you can
I
see
like
that their bones kind of start to steam from the magical heat that this moonbeam is scorching into them. And it will be going to Davston's turn. Don't climb up on here, you cat.
Did they take damage?
They take damage at the start of their turn.
Oh.
Moonbeam.
All right, so it is going to be Davston's turn, and the pair of you, Veritas and Jashale, can see that this decrepit skeleton back here is actually like in the same dress that you saw Davston's former spouse.
No.
Oh Lord.
But they are going to make a wisdom saving throw, and they need to beat a 15.
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
And you can see that he kind of just grits his jaw, and for a moment hesitates, but then is going to still follow Jashale's orders
Davston's the man.
and start heading towards the thing. But they are only going to move a little bit because they're still going to be directing their wind in the line. And they're going to position it so that it's not hitting you two, but it's still blasting in here. So this is going to be difficult terrain for the skeletons and will push them back on a failed strength saving throw.
Out of the door.
But
be the best.
But wait. Oh, no.
This is
Davston.
what Davston's doing, and it is going to be the orange skeleton archer's turn. Who is they are way back here. They are just going to start loosing some arrows into this mess. The first one is going to be at Jashael. The second one will be at Veritas. Both of you, because there's so many skeletons between you, will have +5 to your armor class. Here comes the roll. The first one is for Jashael.
He's not hitting
Second
me.
one is for Veritas. They could crit.
Hey.
Wow, 2 dirty 20s, and y'all have +5, so I'm guessing that doesn't hit either of you.
Yeah.
My
I think even if he
AC
critted, he wouldn't actually hit my AC, but
Yeah,
he could
I'm
still
at
auto
20.
hit because of crit.
I'm at 24.
Okay, so they're gonna miss both of you, and it's going to be Dolru's turn.
I think Doru is just going to kind of step. Here, I'm just going to take a little bit of a step closer to everybody just to get a better look. And I'm going to cast Healing Word on.
Oh,
I
Calibur's
know.
not turned for a long time.
I mean,
He's gonna get trapped again.
hey, no, it's okay. I'll play dead, or I don't know. I'll figure this out.
Oh,
no.
actually,
As long as I'm
yeah.
alive,
okay.
it could
me-
work to your advantage.
Get that healing. Go ahead and roll how much you're healing them
Okay.
for. Okay, and so here's what I want to happen.
Okay.
Calibur, I want you to give me. You can choose what you want to give me. You can give me a deception. You can give me a will save or a constitution save. And this is just like when you get hit with this healing magic after being tagged by multiple arrows and brought down. This is whether or not you have enough like presence of mind to not just be like, and
Right. Yeah.
So if you can do that,
My-
and you
Wait,
don't
My
have
healing word is think fast.
and you don't have to beat a lot. Their passive perception is 9, so beat a 9, and you'll stay hidden until your turn.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Deception it is. Yeah, you know my deception is on point. 17.
Okay, so you like manage to muffle it and just stay in the mud. This isn't the
Guys,
first
as good
time.
as the death rattle.
Yeah. This is I'm Glenn from Walking Dead, pretty much.
So you
God.
managed to stay hidden. We're gonna bring it over to the yellow skeleton warriors who are
Wait,
still
how much health am I getting?
6.
Okay, thank you.
Who is also gonna just charge up here, but doesn't have enough actions to start pushing on this wall, and especially because that's gonna be difficult terrain for them. So they're just piling up, and it's going to be Jashael's turn.
Man. Nobody actually did what I said.
Sorry, man.
Very well, we'll hold them here, and is gonna try to like slice at the one right in front of her.
I did what you said, General. I think
I
Doru's
know
a bit
you
of a
did
kiss ass.
actually. You were the only one. You just had bad luck with the
So that's a
whatchamacallit.
12, which is not going to be enough to hit their armor class.
And then I'm gonna say, Mac, get in here, and Mac's gonna come run up and take a swipe at that same one that I swiped at. Hey, 16, 5 damage.
That will absolutely hit for 5 damage, bringing them down. As this force magic is kind of emitted from Mac's strikes, we're going to bring it over to Jama, who I
All
suppose is
right.
continuing
Damn,
this
that wasn't
ritual.
the one that
That is
I double killed.
absolutely what I'm doing.
No, it's a different one.
The orange ones, damn it.
The orange ones are all fresh. The second line is a little wounded. Yeah, that ritual, man, y'all are hitting these rituals without any problem.
Bing, bang, boom.
Drama.
Chant the next phase of words. The salt that the light that is emitting brightens a little bit. You can see the shadows of the room kind of receding and being driven back as that whirl of wind kind of grows. As the ritual nears its completion, you need one more check to complete it. Did you want to do anything else?
Yep, let me go ahead and protect her. And I have been totally tripping. It's actually a D8. It's not a D10. I think only one time have I rolled above an 8. Maybe 2 times I've rolled above an 8.
It's not a big deal. So
yeah.
just we'll get the D8 from here on out. I think this one's going to be enough to hit everybody. So go ahead and roll that. Go ahead, Dolru, Mac, Jashael, and Veritas all get 5 temp HP. We're going to bring it over to Yellow Skeleton Archer, who is somewhere. Out here by the gate. Can they? They're going to come up.
I believe The gnome gets
Shoot
5
through
HP as
the
well.
window.
Yeah, I gave it to him. And through the window, they can see Davston, so they're going to take a shot at Davston.
Oh, dang.
This is an expensive lesson for Calibur.
11 is
Yes,
going to
For
miss.
sure.
We're going to bring it over to the orange skeleton warriors, who are both going to make attacks and continue trying to push forward. So go ahead and give me that strength saving throw as they swing. This first one is going to be at Jashale, which I believe is going to be at disadvantage because of Mac, right?
Yeah, Mac's gonna do disadvantage again.
But they are in formation, which means it's going to be a normal attack. Here's that roll for Jashale.
Do I roll the moonbeam thing?
Oh, yes, actually, good point. So walk that back. It's Constitution saving throws from them, right?
Yes.
Okay, so here's the one for the left one. And afterwards, this is the one for the right one.
Oh my goodness.
Damn.
So I believe they're both taking
Moonbeams.
half damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and roll the damage. And you only have to roll it once. It's going to be half of that. We will round down. So that's going to be 6 damage to each of them as this moon energy burns through their bones. That steaming is now full blown, like radiant burning off of their skeletal frame. And then they are going to have to make strength checks against.
It was a 9 from Jeshale.
Well, so they have to make strength checks first against the
Oh,
wind,
the wind.
from.
Right.
But keep in mind that Mac is going to have to also.
For
So
the wind.
here's- Yeah. So here's
Oh,
the
right.
save
He
for them.
moved
Oh
in.
my goodness.
They're rolling so good. Okay, now here's the longsword attack. This one's going to be against Jashale at normal, and then the second one is going to be at Veritas with advantage. So it's going to be an 18 to hit Jashale and a 13 to hit Veritas. Do those hit?
Bye.
I will take the damage and I will use Sentinel to swing at the one that hit Veritas. So I
Okay.
take 6 damage, you said?
It is 10.
Oh, that's fine. And then I will swing at the one that struck Veritas.
Okay.
Damn.
And that's going to miss. And then go ahead and give me those strength checks.
Does Mac get to help too?
Mac will get to help as well. And you need to beat I guess they're both pushing, but I'm just going to roll one. So you need to beat a 9. You beat it. You are able to hold the line with the help of this magical wind, and they're not able to push in anymore. We're moving down to red skeleton archers, who I believe are just taking 2 shots out. One at Veritas, one at Jashale. First one's at Veritas. You have +5 to your armor class. Unless they crit, they are not going to hit. Both of them are going to miss. Decrepit skeletons, the tattered remains of Davston's spouse, is going to also move up and kind of start pushing in here, as well as these other ones, which are still desperately looking for a way in because they're dummies. Okay, so we'll pause it here with Calibur's life just rushing back into them. They need to decide how they're going to get out of the situation. But yeah, all right. Thank you everybody for stopping in and watching. We will be back next week. So feel free to tune in then as we try to resolve the Battle of Fort Ardor. Thank you everybody and have a good night.
Good night,
Good night, y'all.
everyone.
Good night.
Good night, my
Sit tight.
friends.